Hello, world. Hmm, I just heard brake squealing. That looks good. Yeah. So, if you read the title, you know what's happening. Nothing too exciting. Just stuff that needs to get done since, the storm took out what I did have planted right there. The melons that I have planted over here, they look fine. Like, they look like they're sprouting. So, I'm not going to mess with that. I'm just going to mess with this area specifically. I'm grabbing my seeds. Here we go. I have two different packets of cantaloupe seeds, but I'm going to use these. The other packet says that you need to let them start inside for 6 weeks, but this one is just easy so. Just put it in the ground. And then the other thing I'm going to plant is pumpkins. And pumpkins will just grow. I don't have to worry about starting them inside. Oop, grabbing some tools over here. Got a Warden hoe, and I'm going to use it to sow. I wish I knew of a solution to the issue I'm facing here because it's just water buildup. And, the problem is that I don't know much of anything about irrigation. That's why I've just been digging moats. But I know for sure that is not a long term solution. I'm just doing it because I have access to it. I know how to do it. So, please share your ideas in the comments. That would be awesome. Okay. I think I saw some comments. Hello, everybody. Say hi. Hello. Imagine Dragon, like the band. Oh my god. Let me make sure I look nice. Hello, River Clips. My yard looks like a freaking river right now. So if you want to take a couple of clips from this stream and put them on your channel, be like, hey, did you know there could be rivers in people's backyards? What am I doing? I'm trying to plant some pumpkins and some cantaloupes. We got a big river right there. Yes, we do. I was just thinking I could pack these holes with sawdust, but that would get overtaken with mold and fungi, so bad idea. I have not been able to find a good hoe that's like the same size as the Warden hoe. So I've been having to use these tiny ones that I get from the dollar store, which they work just fine, but like like I just said, I want like you know. Grabbing a shovel. I've got so many shovels. Who knew that so many different shovels had so many different functions? If you're wondering why I just did what I did, so you could see there was a pretty good sized hill there. So what I did is I used the Warden hoe to dig out this moat that I have right here beside the hill. And once I got it low enough, dug out enough, now I transferred some dirt from the big hill into the moat. Whew, gotta catch my breath. This is hard work. I'm sure everybody out there knows that. I'm just saying. So then what I did is I took that little hand hoe and I broke up the dirt and kind of moved it around a little bit. And now I'm using this shovel to level it out, but it's still raised. And then I will break the Warden hoe back out and I will sow so that I might reap one day. breaking out the hand hoe again to try to give this a little bit more definition. I'm leveling the dirt I got in the moat beside the hill. Oop. I thought this was about to fall over, but the mud is so dense that it wasn't going nowhere. Ah, there we go. I'm glad that tree was here, or else I would have been on my butt to get out of that predicament, or on my knees, either or. I'm going to pack down the middle a little bit more. I'm just trying to smooth it out. Okay. Let's see what the peoples are saying. Hello again. Hey, there's 3 people here. There's only 1 like. Come on, guys. Like. That's what I'm saying. I'd appreciate it. Did this guy escape from a mental institution? See, that's the thing that I guess you're not an American, are you? We don't have insane asylums in America. We shut those things down back in like the 40s. So, that's why this country has such a dire mental health crisis. But me personally, I'm not insane. I don't understand what it is with the people that watch my channel. Not everybody, but sometimes someone looks at me and I'm like, oh, this dude is like crazy. What? Why? I don't even look that weird. Like, I can comp to looking a little bit weird, but a dude in the garden with a sun hat on, that's crazy to you? Like, you have lived a very sheltered existence. If someone working in the garden is grounds to say, I look like I escaped a mental institution, it is truly unhinged. I mean, I'm not bothered by it. Like I said, I can comp to looking a little bit weird. That's no problem. I know it look a little bit weird. It's more of what led this person to be able to come to that conclusion. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care the conclusion they came to. I just want to know how they got there. Because what kind of life are you living where a guy working in his garden looks like an escaped mental patient? It's just funny to me. It don't bother me. It's just funny. Do you like okay, Bart Simpson? Man, nowadays it's probably really difficult to make prank phone calls, isn't it? Boba Booey. Oh, Baba Booey, Baba Booey. I see what you're doing. I'm not Howard Stern. Sorry. Alright. Y'all distracted me enough. I need to get back to it. Do. Actually, y'all are going to take a little field trip. I'll go around this way. It might be easier. There we go. Oop. Gotta get all this excess mud off the warden hoe. Oop. That's about as clean as it's going to get. The watermelon hill is like right here, so I gotta be careful. But I wanted to put the camera somewhere that you guys could see me, so I'm going to do 2 rows, and I'm going to plant 4 cantaloupes on each side, so I'll have 8 cantaloupe plants in total. This soil is so moist that it is going to germinate pretty quick. Come on, mud. got the cantaloupe. Take off my left-handed glove. Throw my glove way over there because this is all mudded. That's 4 for one side. I know you probably can't see it, but these seeds are red. I don't know why, but I like that a lot. And I feel pretty confident that I only need to put down one seed per planned cantaloupe. Because I did have some of these planted out here, and I started them inside. And in each of the seed starters I would put 2 or 3 seeds in each one to make sure at least one would sprout. And in every one of those seed starters, all of the cantaloupe uh, sprouted. So I feel pretty confident that I only need to do one seed, per spot. So we will find out. And you want to go about 4 to 6 inches in between each one. Kind of worried about the roots, like if they'll be able to actually spread throughout the this thick black clay. Has anyone here been listening to Skeleton, the new Ghost album? Pretty much since it came out, I have had Peace Field stuck in my head. Another cool thing about these cantaloupe seeds being red is that since I'm prone to dropping everything, since it's red, whenever, it falls on the ground, it's easier for me to find. Why can't everything be red? Well, then, and it would lose all meaning, because if everything is red, ooh, I got a head rush. But yeah, if everything was red, then nothing is red. How y'all doing out there? I'm slipping and sliding in the mud, just in case you were wondering why I'm like, I swear I'm not drunk. I don't even drink. What are you trying to say, Baba Booey? We transitioned to a different garden. Am I married? No, I am not. I would like to be someday. Are they any dead bodies in your yard? To my knowledge, no. I've only lived here for 5 years, and this city has a pretty expansive history. So I've been waiting to run across a dead body, but it hasn't happened yet. But I think it will. And I'm not going to stop digging, obviously. You know, you know how men are. Once we start digging, we just don't stop. And if you start digging a hole by yourself and then another man sees you, they will join you. So I kind of wish some dudes would see me out here working and join me. I need to just stand on the side of the road digging a hole, and whenever a group of guys stops to start helping me out, I'll just kind of shovel my way to the garden, and by at that point, I already got them. They can't go anywhere. I got them. What you digging for? Oh, I see. Shut up. Oh, planting cantaloupes. I done did that. That's what I do whenever I'm thinking. I'm like, just so you know. I wanted to go grab my vape machine. Okay. Yeah, what am I doing? What am I doing? What growing zone are you in? I just planted watermelons and cantaloupe also. Um, I will tell you in 1 second. I always forget what zone I'm in, but thankfully I have a way to find out. I am in um I'm in the orange zone, East Texas. You do the math. But I have a bunch of watermelon planted over there where I was working. And I knew that I would have to make a hill to plant those. So they didn't get wiped out by the storm. The only thing that got wiped out by the storm was my tomatoes and cantaloupes. And I just replanted the cantaloupes, and I'm going to do all melons over there where it floods because I'm going to build hills for all of my different melons, and I'm going to plant my tomatoes down there now. And I also dug a moat around this thing because, like I said earlier in the stream, I don't really know a lot about irrigation. Zone 9. Okay, I'll try to commit that to memory. Put these pumpkin seeds away for safekeeping. No one's looking right. Hello, everybody. Got a surge of people. How's everybody doing out there? There we go. Make sure I look nice for the peoples of the world. How y'all doing? Ah, they left. Okay, it happens. Let me grab a different tool. I have so many tools. I'm actually grabbing a bunch of different tools. I was only going to grab this thing right here, but I grabbed the truffle and the bulb planter as well. It kind of worked. These down for a second. Put on these gloves. I'm actually going to take these sunglasses off so I can see what I'm doing. You know? I'm grabbing more tools, believe it or not. Is that everything I need? I believe so. Hello again. I just had the sunglasses on because I wanted to look cool. But I grabbed the hand hoe again and the hand cultivator. I know I was holding that weird, but oh, and I grabbed some seeds, the tomato seeds. So over here in this part of the garden, I have millet, squash, spinach, and popcorn planted. So this side of the garden, this part of the yard is just going to be my vegetables, and the other part of the yard is going to be for fruit. And since I dug moat here, I put up a fence just in case. And I'm going to fill this up with lava stone. I just don't have it right now, so it's not there. Gotta wipe the sweat from my brow. Sorry, just trying to get y'all repositioned. That looks. Let me go over here. That looks about right. I gotta go around the edges of this area are safe to walk on. Oh, yeah, almost stepped on my blueberry bush. I planted a blueberry bush there a couple of days ago on stream. You should go over to my channel later and check it out. Just lay these down for now. I need to mark this blueberry bush so I don't accidentally stomp on it. I had another blueberry bush planted around abouts where I have the tripod right now, but I kind of stomped on it, not on purpose, but yeah, it's no longer with us. Da-da-da. Grabbing a tool. Ah! I'll come back for it. That was a bottle of water, just I dropped it. Because I drop everything. This has already been established. Okay. Put my gloves back on. Okay. This to mark the blueberry bush. And I grabbed my mallet. You know what? I'm going to put it. Yeah, I'm going to put it behind it. Ah. I like this mallet for a lot of reasons, but I also like that it rattles. Because, a man and his tools is like a baby in his rattle or something. I don't know. I just grabbed yet another tool. Nope, didn't work. This one doesn't rattle. So this is spinach. This is squash, I believe. I am the worst about not categorizing or labeling my stuff because no matter how many times I prove it's not true, I'll be like, oh, I can remember. It'll be no problem for me to just remember what I did. And every time, I don't remember. And you'd think I would have learned my lesson by now, but you see, the problem is that I always forget that I learned the lesson. It is it is the most vicious cycle ever. I'm trying not to be hyperbolic because I want to say it's the most vicious cycle ever, but that is not true. But it is a vicious cycle, okay? Can we agree on that? Thank you. But anyways, I was speculating on whether this is the squash or the spinach. You know what I can do? Later, not right now. I have this app called like Picture This, and you can take pictures of plants and insects as well, and it will tell you what it is. Since they're just seedlings right now, it'll probably tell me it can't tell because sprouts look similar across the board. Like it can say it is this species of plant, but it can't tell me what the variety, I guess, until it starts developing enough to have, signifiers. So I'll do that later on my own time, like a month from now later. Looks like there's an empty patch right here between mystery and the popcorn. I know for sure this is popcorn, which apparently is different from regular corn, which I kind of just thought popcorn was dehydrated corn, but that's not true. And the popcorn that you buy from the store, like the kernels in a bag, not the prepackaged with butter and everything, those are seeds. Like, that's what I planted. I didn't have to do anything special. I just planted some great value popcorn. 100% whole grain, that's important. Because apparently, a grain is a seed. Who knew? I mean, I imagine most people knew. And I probably learned that at some point, but I had forgotten until I planted the popcorn because I Googled popcorn seeds. It's like, yeah, the popcorn kernel, the grain, it is a seed. It's like the seed part is more towards the middle of the grain, and the grain that we eat, it's also for the seed in the middle to eat whenever it begins to grow. So that's like really cool. I can't believe I forgot, but apparently I did, or I never knew. One of those options. But I'm gonna do the tomatoes right here. Yeah, I can make it work with this. Because I only want to do 2 rows. Well, I could probably get away with 3. Iron, yeah. What else could it be, right? Now I got ooh, Wish List by Denzel Curry stuck in my head. Went from Peacefield to Wish List. Okay. Grab the seeds. I'm gonna grab you guys as well. No. So these are the rows for the tomatoes. Take off my gloves real quick. These seeds are tiny. Pulling up my pants. I'm being careful to make sure I don't stomp on my other stuff. I don't have as many seeds as I thought I did. It's no big deal. Red cherry, large fruited. Now I need to cover the seeds. And I was thinking about using the hand hoe, but I got a different idea. This will be able to smooth it out pretty well, I think. We'll find out. There's also a bunch of oak knots that I don't want to start growing. I'm picking those out. This thing worked shockingly good. I mean, how could it not? But, so, yeah. Can't really tell what my camera's looking at. Hold on. Oh, yeah, right there. Grab my tools. I got a work table set up out here. Did I find any worms? Yes. Just regular looking earthworms, if you're curious. Ugh. Am I planting any full-size tomatoes? I haven't yet. I think I have some seeds for, tomatoes, but I haven't planted them yet. No. You're the type of dude that's going to walk into a convenience store and buy a lottery ticket and become a millionaire. Okay. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I am. What is it? That book that came out in the early 2000s, The Secret? If I just keep saying that I'm the type of dude that'll go buy a lottery ticket, or if you keep saying it, then it'll manifest itself and become true. But thank you. I'm going to take that as a compliment, as in I have a good aura around me. So thank you, Baba Booey. I'm looking at the time of the stream. Ooh, sun. But I'm going bald, and it sucks. I don't really mind that I'm going bald. I mean, I shave off most of my hair anyways. I just wish this one particular part would not be the way it is because it makes the mohawk uneven. You see? See how it's uneven? So if I were to ever get any kind of vanity work done, it would be a hair transplant just right there. And like I got a thick hair on the back of my head, so I'm like, just take that and put it there. I did it again. I just freaking turned around right into the sun. I love this tripod. It's so easy to manage. What I do with my vape machine. There it is. I know there's only two people here, but say something. Give me something to respond to, because I'm done gardening for today. I'll do some mustache twirling. Am I pro Trump? What does it matter? This is a YouTube live stream about gardening. I would prefer not to bring politics into it. This part of my mustache, these hairs that go along this ridge, they never want to conform. So I have to like pull them over. See? They just said no. Nuh-uh. No, you didn't. And then this side, it's always way more unruly than this side. It's insane the difference. Hello, peoples. Give me a like if you like my mustache. Look at my freaking freckles, man. I've been getting sun, so all the freckles have come back. My arms. My arms are Freckle City. During the winter, whenever I'm inside, my freckles go away. And I can pretend that my hair was blonde my whole life. But during the summer, it's like, no, dude, you're a redhead. You can't even pretend. Which I don't care, you know. I wish my hair was still like bright red like it was when I was a kid. I guess this turned into the vanity stream. Okay, well. Doesn't really look like too much conversation is happening. And, you know, I can only ramble into the camera for so long about 1 hour and 1 minute. So thank you for joining me for the garden stream. I appreciate it. I hope everyone out there enjoyed it. And I hope y'all have a good evening. I'm about to go cook some dinner for myself and give some dinner to my corgi, Darcy. And if you don't know who Darcy is, you should go over to my channel and check out my shorts because you will become acquainted with Darcy very quickly. But anyways, everybody out there, y'all have a nice night.